Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I wanted to show how you could make fruitcake ahead of time and stash it in your freezer for the holidays. I got sick before and during the Thanksgiving holiday, and so that has just made all of my videos a little bit late. But this is a really good recipe, and if you like raisins and spice cake and cherries and pineapple, I think that you'll really enjoy this. I'm quadrupling this recipe, so I'm going to start with 4 cups of raisins into a saucepan, 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons each of cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice. I'll leave the recipe for a single loaf plus the quadrupled recipe in the description box. Six cups of hot water. The next ingredient called for is 1 tablespoon of shortening per batch, but I used vegetable oil instead. So next goes in 4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and it worked out just fine. Stir the ingredients together well, and then bring to a boil and boil together for 5 minutes. And then we're going to let it cool. While the mixture was cooling, I prepared the baking pans by spraying with nonstick cooking spray and then putting some parchment paper to line them and spraying that with nonstick cooking spray. After the mixture has cooled down some, then I add 4 level teaspoons of baking soda. To a very large bowl, I added 4 cups of flour and 4 teaspoons of baking powder and mixed those up well. And then I added the boiled fruit mixture to that. Stir it all together to mix well and add additional flour to make a moderately stiff batter. I added a couple of cups of extra flour to this, and I still think that I could have put more in. I think the batter could have been a little more stiff than it was. Then I added the candied cherries and pineapple that I had, and I had chopped them a little bit. I added 3 of these containers of fruit to the recipe that I quadrupled. They are 8 ounces each. And I could have added more fruit to this amount of batter than I did. Everything's just so expensive, I was being kind of frugal. Add as much or whatever kind of candied fruit that you'd like to the mixture. I added some chopped pecans. You could use walnuts or almonds or pecans or hazelnuts or whatever kind of nut that you'd like. And I could have added more nuts than I did. I don't know why I didn't add more. Here I'm thinking that the mixture could use more flour, and so I added a little bit more. Once I get it all mixed up, I add it to my baking pans. And then I decorated the tops with whole nuts and fruits. Into the oven to bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes, or until the cake tests done with a toothpick. When the cake is done and then cooled, I take it out of the pans and wrap it in plastic wrap 2 times, and then I can freeze that. And it lasts a long time in the freezer. This makes a beautiful and moist fruit cake, and I hope you try it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.